Good afternoon, and welcome, my Stacy's Closet family. Welcome. I am a tad bit delayed, but I do have an excuse. I'm just not going to give it. I'm in a new area. I'm in Fayetteville. So I have moved from Gastonia. Y'all know last weekend I told you that was my last weekend in Gastonia. So I just want to say welcome to Fayetteville now, and welcome to Stacy's Closet. If you're here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you have purpose. Now today I have on just a little basic. I got some casual stuff. It is still from Stacy's Closet. I have a Nike shirt on. I'm just trying to, kick back and relax. So today was more about, I had some errands I had to run, but try to get straightened out and everything, and just try to get settled in. And so, in the process of getting settled in, last week we talked about being flawless. Well, this week I want to talk about, which is why my wardrobe really isn't that important today. Before I get into that, I do want to say this. So, if you haven't noticed, my nails are done. They are fabulous. I will put them in the description on. My nails are absolutely gorgeous. I will put all that information in the description. And I am reading a book. It is phenomenal. It is called Americant. And again, y'all probably heard me talk about this before, but I am actually reading it. And when I tell you it is phenomenal, it really is. And it's kind of funny because again, I moved to Fayetteville, right? But I was in the Gaston and Charlotte area. Well, the book is actually written with the main character living in Charlotte. So it's actually kind of sweet. I love it. I really do. I love it. But again, I'm going to put that information in the description. My nails were done. Her name is Kina, and it's by GirlZ Nails. Again, I will put all that information in the description. Y'all know how I get down. And of course, I didn't miss my service on yesterday with the city of David. Y'all know that's my favorite place. Let's just keep it all the way 100. That is my favorite place. The city of David. So I wasn't actually to be there physically in the building, which if you're in Gastonia, listen, go be blessed every Sunday at 11 a.m. The city of David at 2500 Crescent Lane. If you're unable to go, you can look them up on Facebook again. And that's where I was. I had my own virtual service with them, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was a blessing. Again, y'all know how I am about the city of David, okay? Now, let's get into what we're going to talk about today. So it kind of ties into being flawless, okay? Because I realized something. In the midst of being flawless, we have to change, right? So I'm changing. I didn't just change my residence. I didn't just change that. I also have to change my mindset. So in order to prepare, as I was preparing to move, I had to get in a mindset of change because I'm getting ready to change. I'm changing my environment. I'm changing where I go as far as places that I go. If you're in Gastonia, I'd go to Walmart on East Franklin or the one on Myrtle School Road. But here in Fayetteville, now I either got to go to the Walmart on Rayford or the Walmart, I'm going to the Walmart on Skybow Road. Again, those are changes. Still Walmart, but it's changes, right? Changing area. So basically I said that to say this. You're still the same person, right? But hopefully you're changing for the better. Hopefully you're making changes that will improve you. So if you, it's almost like if you don't change, you just basically putting clean clothes on a dirty body. Everything about you is still the same. You just dress it up. Change is necessary for growth. You can't wake up and be flawless and be beautiful and never change. Just won't happen. You should be changing for the better. Now, some of us, I've known some people, honey, they change and they a whole different person. And I'd be like, who this? This a new person. They got a new attitude, honey. They talking different. And you looking at them like, what? Who is this? Now, if it's a good change, so if it was an upgrade from where they used to be, that's a good change. But now if they're acting differently to the degree that it is now a negative, that was a bad change. See, what they doing is they didn't actually change. They just faking. I don't want you to, that saying about fake it till you make it. No. Time is out. Stop faking it till you make it. That's the problem with a whole lot of y'all. Y'all sitting around here faking and trying to thinking y'all go, I'm going to fake it till I make it. No. That's why you still got a nasty attitude. That's why you still have unforgiveness. You got to change. You got to change your mindset, okay? You got to. You want to be flawless? Change this. Change your mindset, okay? Put it in a stance of change. Now, again, I know that my move to Fayetteville was what God wanted and absolutely what I needed, okay? And again, it was a good thing because it was a promotion. However, the change is hard. Change is difficult sometimes. The change has been absolutely difficult. I have had moments that I have cried because the change is difficult. You know, earlier today, my daughter had sent me a text message telling me my youngest grandson was calling his brother's name. And that hurt because I was like, I didn't get a chance. I wanted to be able to hear that. I wanted to hear him do that for the first time. And had I not left, I would have. But again, change is necessary. It's necessary for my growth. It's necessary for my success. Success financially and success emotionally and mentally. Okay? If I want to be flawless, that means I have to be successful even in my mindset, even in my body. That flawlessness falls into a whole lot of things. And I want all of those to be in a good place. That means I have to change. You know, I'm one of those people where I'm not real good with change. I really don't like change. However, change is necessary. It is necessary. If you're going to grow, if you're going to achieve anything, you have got to go through changes. That's just the way it is. You've got to change. Some of us need to change our mindsets and get our posture in a posture to receive, in a posture to be promoted, in a posture of success. We got to change our mindset. That's why some of us, we're not growing, we're not getting anywhere because we refuse to change. You got to change with the times. I mean, you sitting up here, oh, I don't want to ever, I'm not going to use a phone. I'm not changing my phone. I'm not going to use no cell phone because when cell phones were first introduced, you know, it was different. Only the rich folk had them and they was about this big. They was huge. They was about this long, okay? You put them on your face, they came about right here and they was about this thick. I'm telling how old I am, okay? But I'm telling you, so it was hard. You didn't want to embrace the whole cell phone thing. However, now that you've embraced it, cell phones change. They change. It seems like they change one every month. They got a different one, and it's better than the last one, right? But if you want to be in with the current times, you got to change. You got to change. That's like when the season changes. If you in wintertime, right, you dressing with the boots, the coat and everything, and then summertime come, but you don't want to change up. You still with the boots and the coat, and it's 100 degrees outside. That means you're going to be pouring with sweat. Your behind going to mess around and catch on fire, have a heat stroke somewhere. Again, the same way those seasons change and you prepare yourself for it, because the minute that the sun starts coming out, you start dressing a little different. You're putting on t-shirts instead of the big old sweatshirt. You're putting on shorts instead of big old sweatpants. Again, you're changing with the season. So that's the whole thing. You got to change. Don't allow now make sure you don't allow someone else, what someone else did to you. Don't allow that to change who you are. Understand? So if they hurt you, right, you're going to go around, you're going to try to hurt everybody else. Now you're going to be this evil person that all you want to do is hurt other people because that person hurt you. What did the other person have to do with them hurting you? See, that's not a good change. That's a bad change. And sometimes we need to step aside and don't have any interaction with anyone but ourselves. We need to get in touch with ourselves. We need to get in a place and a mindset that we can forgive and that we're not blaming everybody else for what the last person did to us. Okay? Now, that's just like, okay, I've read stories. I've heard of people that have HIV. And so what they do is they go out here and they intentionally infect other people. And the young man was on the news and he was saying, he was paying them back because somebody gave it to him and they didn't care. But nobody cared to ask him, what did the other people who didn't infect you have to do with the person that did infect you? So because you're mad at this person for infecting you, you're going to go out here and infect all these other people that had nothing to do with what that other person did to you. They didn't partake in that in any way. They didn't. So your explanation, your mindset isn't right. So what you need to do is go get your mindset right before you enter into a friendship, relationship, or any type of ship. You need to make sure that you get it together before you do that, okay? Before you go out here and hurt someone else, get yourself together. Because what you're doing is you're allowing what someone else did to you change you in a negative manner, okay? They're changing you into a person without a heart that lacks compassion and understanding. That's not who you want to be. Change can be a beautiful thing when it's done properly and in the right season, okay? The right season will produce the right change. So if you get in the right mindset that you want to change, you forgive and you've let go, you're no longer blaming that person. You're not angry with that person anymore. You have forgiven. Now you are setting yourself up for a change, a good change, because now what you're doing is you're opening yourself up and you're saying, you know what? I can forgive this person and I won't let them take my good heart away from me. I won't let them take my loving kindness out of me. Okay? That's just like, okay, you see somebody that's homeless, you give them some money, and then you mess around and you catch that person, you see them another time they in the store shopping like they big ballers. Now you don't want to give to anybody else who's homeless. You refuse to. All of them are liars and thieves. When the truth is, no, just that one that you was dealing with was. So why are you making everybody else blame that fault? You're making everybody else responsible for what that other person did. It's not fair to them. It's just not fair. Same way in your relationships. Stop blaming men, women. Stop blaming the other person for what the last person did to them. Please. Because that's a bad change. Now I want you to change because your change is going to produce growth. So change is necessary when it's producing growth. But for you to change and it negatively impacts you and you become a lesser person than you were, that's not a good change. It's time you tap back into yourself and say, you know what? I need to make some changes and some adjustments, but I don't need to change my good heart. I don't need to change my good character. I don't need to become this lying, deceitful, manipulative person. That's not who I need to become. Okay? Change is necessary. However, change may become detrimental if you don't do it and use it the right way. So like I said, if you change this person that has a hard heart, that's a negative impact. That means that change is a negative impact in your life. It is now changing the person that you were. And at the core of who you was a really good person, a very loving person. Now you're not that person anymore. They've changed the core of it. They've changed who you are. That's not healthy. That's not what you want. You want someone that's going to embrace you and love you. That's who you used to be. Get back to that person. You've allowed past mistakes, past hurts and pains to change you into someone that is not even recognizable to your friends and family. Don't let some idiot that didn't know your value or your self-worth change you into a person that you're not, okay? Now, today is not a real long one because I just wanted to briefly discuss change. And I want to make sure that we understand change can be a bad thing. However, for the most part, change is a good thing. Change brings about promotion. Change brings about peace of mind. You get where I'm going? Change has all of these positive things that are attached to it. Don't turn it into a negative thing now. Again, I'm getting ready to go. This is Stacy's Closet. And I just want to tell you that I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And until next time, remember, you have a choice and a chance, okay? You was given both of those today, okay? I want you to make sure that you take a chance on yourself and make good choices, okay? And until next time, this is Stacy's Closet saying I love you